Welcome to my unforgettable adventure. If you're new here to the channel, my name is Chris. I bought a 26-foot sailboat with no experience how to sail her, and am now working my way from Rhode Island back to Tennessee. This is my journey that I am sharing with all of you who might one day be inspired to take on a journey of your own. If you enjoy the content or find it helps you in any way, please like and subscribe and share with others to help support the channel. Well, it looks like we're gonna get wet today. It's a very fine day for a shower. And those clouds are looking kind of gloomy. I don't mind getting wet. The only real downside is that these stinking clouds are blocking the sun, which charges my electricity with the solar. So I'm not a fan of that. But besides that, having some rain is really kind of nice. I got my little rain jacket thing on. Not really a rain jacket, but I got it on anyhow. Helps kind of keep it a little drier. And set up this little canopy thing on here. You can see. It's not really waterproof or anything, but if it gets super crazy, it helps keep it a little drier if needed. But I'm actually kind of just standing out here enjoying the rain right now. Just kind of hating on the fact that the sun's not out charging my solar and my batteries right now. So other than that, we are almost out of the Delaware Canal right now and slowly working our way to Baltimore, Maryland. I should have already been out of the canal, but I woke up a little late today. Unfortunately, now the currents are kind of working against me, so we're going a little slower. If I'd have left out on time, we'd have been going a little faster. But sometimes sleep is more important sometimes. And I was tired, so there's that. Hey guys, so we have made it almost into Baltimore right now. We are just about to be coming under the Francis Scott Key Bridge right here. And we are going to be attempting to anchor right inside downtown Baltimore, if there's space in there, hopefully. We get in there, and then I'll take a couple days here in Baltimore to get all the videos caught up, get everyone caught up with where I'm at, and let the batteries charge up, and then we will head out. And I'm not exactly sure what the next step is yet, but that's something I will be working on figuring out in the next few days while I'm here. I thought this evening would be fairly easy and to the point when I got in, and there were no other boats on anchor there. I was definitely mistaken, and this ended up being a really, really long night. I initially anchored where the comments in Navionics were saying to anchor, which was in between the floating docks and the apartments. And then some lady came outside her back porch and tried to tell me that I wasn't allowed to anchor there. It was private property. And me being new, I didn't really want to argue with her about it, didn't really want to cause a scene, so I just moved over into the other area where she had said that we were supposed to be anchoring at. Okay, cool. And then I got anchored over there, and then another guy came over and also tried to tell me I wasn't supposed to anchor there. I was supposed to be anchored where I was anchored at initially, which where I was anchored at to begin with was really good holding. And then I found out later that night that where I was currently anchored at was not very good holding, and I was going to end up dragging and fighting with it for a good couple hours at night. Like, I would set the anchor, it would drag. I'd set the anchor, it would drag. No matter what I did, it just seemed like it would not hold there. And every time I pulled the anchor up, it would just come up with nothing but garbage and trash and plastic bags. And I even had like some old shoe that pulled up on my anchor, like kind of crazy. That anchoring that night was not going to happen. I was dragging no matter how many times I set it, it just didn't want to work. So I ended up actually going in circles for at least an hour, maybe a little bit more, because I was still paranoid about the idea of docking. And there was an open face dock there on the edge, which I finally decided at some point around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, let's just do it. And worst case scenario, we bumped the dock a little hard. I don't know. I was just super scared about it. And finally, I ended up docking there that night, got some good sleep, woke up in the morning, talked to the marina. They were super cool with it. They did ask me to move over into a slip, which I also let them know I'll probably need some help with that because I was really, again, still nervous with the idea of it. The next morning, after getting everything squared away with the marina, I ended up contacting the Coast Guard, who recommended I contact the local municipal police for the water. And I wanted to find out if the anchorage that I was at in the first place was actually private property. And they came out, talked to me, looked at where I was at, where, the anchorage was, and they let me know that I could have just stayed there. Nobody would have said anything except for the old lady that thought she owned the water that she doesn't own. And for anybody that doesn't know, which I didn't know initially, unless marked by the Coast Guard, the waterway is public access. So as long as you're not anchored in the middle of a channel, you can pretty much anchor where you want. With the boat secured and we're safely docked, let's go check out Harbor Place Mall. Growing up in Virginia, when I was younger, we would come out here to Baltimore to this mall that used to be extremely packed, always all kinds of entertainment going on outside, and so I wanted to check it out as an adult. I was definitely super disappointed to find out that this multi-story mall that used to be super exciting was basically completely abandoned. Like, there was just a few small little ice cream shops that were open inside, everything else was like a ghost town. It's kind of dead. So after my disappointment from the Harbor Place Mall, I went back to the boat and hung out there for a little while working on some videos. And then I decided to take a nice little walk over to Target to hopefully find a device to transfer files from an SD card to my computer. And I wasn't able to find it, but it was a nice little walk anyhow. Yep, I decided to go out for a walk today, and Mother Nature has decided that the direction I'm going in needs to be some rain clouds so it can rain on me. Yeah, so it's a little wet today. We are taking a walk, and I just took a shower on the boat because I didn't really consider looking at the weather today because I was just going for a walk. So I definitely got a lesson in learning that not only should I check the weather before I go out sailing, I should probably check it before I go for a walk as well. However, the rain does feel really nice. I'm just hoping that it clears up a little bit later so that I can dry off again. But this is how my day is going so far today. Those who know me know that I don't typically do salad. I did find a Chick-fil-A right next to Target though, and it was really hot outside at this time, and I had a really long walk back to the boat to go still. So I decided I really wanted to try a salad, so it wasn't something super heavy, just something kind of nice and fresh for lunch before I walk back. Hey guys, so thank you for following along. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting on these videos. Unfortunately, I didn't really have very good phone signal last week, so that is why I've been delayed on getting this next video up and going. I've definitely had quite a few people reach out to make sure I'm okay, and I really appreciate that. I am doing great. Did a couple upgrades on the boat. I'll go over those in the future videos. I'll be working the next few days on trying to get everyone caught up with where I'm at right now and what my next plans are going to be, so be on the lookout for that next video on that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video about my trip to Baltimore and through Baltimore, and I will be, again, working on getting the next videos up soon, so look forward to that. Thank you guys. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, and tell your friends about it if you think of anybody that might be interested in such a crazy adventure. All right, thanks. Bye.